Hi guys! So today I'm going to read a favorite story to you. It is a story that I love because it reminds me of someone special at Tuckahoe. I'm not going to tell you who that is. I want you to listen to this story and see if you also think of the same person when you're hearing this story that I do every time I read it. And then at the end I'll tell you who it is. Ballyhoo Bay. I love this one. Every Saturday morning on Ballyhoo Beach, Mirabella the artist has classes to teach. She taught etching and sketching to grannies and kids, and undersea sculpture to swordfish and squid. All the beach was abuzz with fantastic creations. The seagulls' collages were trash art sensations. Pelicans painted, crabs dabbled in clay, and seals made mobiles out of paper mache. Otters drew silly self-portraits with pencils, and sea squirts dyed t-shirts by spitting on stencils. Mirabella was planning a special event on the first day of June in an elegant tent. The Ballyhoo Art Fair was going to take place, along with the recycled art cycle race for creatures with feathers and flippers and fins, where everyone enters and everyone wins. But the last day of May dawned gloomy and gray. Chilly winds whipped the waters of Ballyhoo Bay, and bales of barbed wire appeared in the sand, with a signpost announcing a dastardly plan. Penthouse apartments for 9 zillion each, a parking garage where there once was a beach, a crystal casino as high as a cloud. P.S. No children, no wildlife allowed. Meet us this evening at Ballyhoo Hall and vote for a plan that enriches us all. Then a great wave of sorrow swept over the crowd. None of them dared speak their feelings out loud. Clams shut their shells, seagulls folded their wings, and they all headed home to pack up their things. Mirabella cried, "Nonsense, we won't move away. This ridiculous notion, it's only plan A. Let's create a plan B. We could save Ballyhoo Bay." They rolled out the elegant tent and unzipped it. Mirabella drew lines and the hermit crabs snipped it. And everyone painted the places they loved, the sea and the sand, the sky up above. Then they hoisted their banners toward Ballyhoo Hall. Some flew there, some fluttered, some had to crawl. Some skipped and some scuttled, some slid on their fannies. Some rode in big tanks pulled by kids and their grannies. The builders were flustered. They gasped, "How absurd! A child cannot vote, nor a fish, nor a bird." "We will never allow this to happen," they sputtered. The town council huddled. They murmured, they muttered. The kids in a chorus cried, "Look at Plan B. It's friendly, it's fun, it's fantastic, it's free. It's an idea so simple you'll all shout, 'Gee whiz! Why don't we leave the beach just as it is?'" Then the grannies declared, "We think that Ballyhoo Bay is for everyone, not just for those who can pay. Now whose heart is so shriveled they would vote for Plan A?" Coughed the mayor. "The council will note that Plan A does not seem to get even one vote. So who votes for Plan B?" Upward shot every paw, every tentacle, hand, wing, antenna, and claw. Even the builder guys had to say yes. So they drove to the beach and they cleaned up their mess. And the art fair next day was a smashing success. There was wet art and dry art and high in the sky art, and folks stood in line just to trade art and buy art. The art cycles raced through the surf and the dunes, some on wheels, some on wings, some on puffy pontoons. Otters drew everyone's portraits as prizes, and sea squirts sold t-shirts in all shapes and sizes. Mirabella gazed out through the surf and the spray as the sun set resplendent on Ballyhoo Bay. "Truth is beauty," she said, and they both saved the day. And there she is, our main character. Does she remind you of anybody special? With her long black hair and her paintbrush and her creativity. I always think of Miss I when I read this story. This story reminds me of her so much that I was thinking of buying her a copy and sending it to her. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're being creative and making art in one way or another. And I love you and I miss you, and I'll see you soon.